Now the next chapter, organizing. Once the planning function is over, the next step of the management, the process of functions of management, the next is the second function of management is organizing. Let us see let us see in detail what are the activities related to the organizing function. First, we have to know the definition of the organizing process. The first is it is the division of work, assigning duties, and establishing reporting relationship amongst employees of the organization. That means the first thing. Suppose your business is manufacturing of a mobile phones. So you have already started this manufacturing and sale of the business. Manufacturing and sale. So here the plans are fixed, that is manufacture 1000 units of mobile phones and sell them and earn a fixed amount of profit that you have fixed in the planning step. So next step, how to attain these things. For that, you have to mobilize or gather resources of men, material, and money. And how to gather these resources. For that, some framework is required. That framework is considered as the organizing function. That is the positions for various activities are created in order to attain the objectives of the organization. That's why the definition explains that it's the process of division of work. That means what all activities we have to undertake for the manufacturing and sale of the mobile phones. For that we have to identify a lot of works and this has to be divided among different categories of people and establishing a reporting relationship. Who reports to whom? This has to be find out, this has to be mentioned in detail in the organization structure. That is why it is called a framework of relationship of among the employees of the organization. Now the next is the steps in the process of organizing function. As it is a process, they should follow a sequence of activities. So let us see what are the steps, the sequences. It should be followed in the same order, otherwise they cannot achieve the objectives of this function. So the first step in this function or organizing process is identification and division of work. Earlier I told that the mobile manufacturing. For this mobile phone manufacturing unit, manufacturing. This is your business, manufacturing and sale of manufacturing and sale of mobile phones. That is your business. So for that, what here the first step is to identify the activities required to complete the task or attain the goals. So here mobile phone manufacturing and its sales. So first of all, what all activities are required? You have to identify it. What all activities are required here? Here first thing we have to produce the mobile phones. Then for production we need materials. These materials we have to purchase. And for purchase we need finance. So finance is required. Then with that finance we will be able to purchase the material. Once materials are purchased, we should be able to produce the mobile phones. Once the production is over, then next thing is to sale of that. For that some marketing activities are required. So the first step in the process of organizing is identify the activities. Here we have identified production is required, materials is purchase of material is required, and for that purchase finance is required, and at the end the marketing of the product is required. So this is the first step in the process of organizing structure. Organizing function. The identification and division of work. Identify the activities and divide the work into manageable activities. Divide means these activities are, these are the activities which we have identified, and these activities are different from one to another. The production is different from the purchase. Purchase is absolutely different from the finance, and the financial activities are different from the marketing. All these are different types of activities. So we have to identify and divide the work into the manageable activities. So we need to categorize into the manageable activities based on the nature of the activities. Now let us see what is the second step in the process of organizing. That is departmentalization. In the first step we have seen that the identification and division of work. There we have identified the production activities, production, purchase, then finance and marketing of activities. So these are the activities that we have identified, that is production, purchase, finance and marketing. So the next step in the process of departmentalization is activities which are similar in nature are grouped together, and it is called a departmentalization. That is, these are the activities. The production activities are different from the purchase activities. These activities are different from the financing, and it is also different from the marketing activities. So based on the nature of the products, the production activities are different, marketing activities are different. So based on the activities, nature of activities, it is grouped. So we can give some division like production division or production department, purchase department, finance department and marketing department. So departmentalization means the activities of similar nature are grouped together, and it is maybe based on the products, or on sometimes it may be on the basis of territories and like that. Now let us see what is the third step in the process of organizing. That is assignment of duties. The first step we have identified and grouped the activities, and in the second step we have created different departments. That is, the examples we have created production department, production, purchase, marketing and finance. These departments are created. Now the next step is to assigning duties to each department. The production department, what is their duties? This has to be defined. The purchase department, what is their duty? Purchase, then marketing, then finance. These departments are created. Now it have been, each of them is placed under the charge of an individual. This production department, we have grouped and department is created. Now it will be put under the charge of an individual, and each department, in each department there will be members, and these members are selected on the basis of the skill and the competencies. That is, the production department, we need the production skills. So the employees appointed here will have this skill and competency, and the purchase department like that, marketing and finance, means all these departments it will be put under the charge of a department head, and this head will select the employees according to the skill and the competencies depending on the nature of the department. Now see the fourth step in the process of organizing. establishing authority and reporting relationship. So earlier we have learned that identify the activities and duty, then departmentalization, third the creation of poster, then the fourth step in the process of organizing is establishing authority and reporting relationship. So here it is mentioned that is the production department. We have identified different departments and these departments are put under the charge of a head of the organization or put under the responsibility of one individual, and this individual is the head of that department, and besides him there may be other members in that department. These members must know to whom they are to report for the duty and to whom he is accountable for the duty or from whom he has to take orders. So this is the fourth step in the process of organizing, establishing, reporting the relationship. Now the next concept in the function of organizing, that is organization structure. In the process of organizing, we learn that there are four steps. That's identification, division, departmentalization, establishing, reporting, relationship. There we were discussed that identify the activities, that is production, purchase, finance and marketing, and those activities which are similar in nature are put in different departments. That's why we have production department, purchase department, finance department and marketing department. And in that establishing reporting relationship, that we learn that who reports to whom, this must be known to them. So under the responsibility of one person, each department is put, and under him, under the department heads, there may be different departments and there may be different individuals may be there, the employees may be there in the organization structure. So this refers. So here, if an employee is here, he knows to whom he has to report. He has to report his supervisor, immediate superior. He in turn will report this one, and this he in turn will report to the general manager. So this structure shows the relationship between the people, work and resources. So if you have some doubts relating to the production aspects, the general manager will contact the production manager and the purchase manager and like that. And this structure is always presented in the diagrammatic manner. Whenever you go into an organization, there you can see this picture. By showing this structure, one employee know where he stands, what is his authority and what is his responsibility. So this helps them to identify their own positions in the organization. Next topic is types of organization structure. The first one of which is functional structure. Here the grouping of or the departments are created on the basis of functions such as marketing, production, finance, research and development, etc. Here the activities in one department, you can see only one type of activities. So for example, here it is in marketing department, all the employees in the marketing department will perform only the activities which are related to the marketing. Similarly, in the production department, the employees will perform only the production activities, and the advantage of this is that it ensures better control and specialization, and to which the suitability of the organization, that is where the size of the firm is large and has diversified activities and operation, this type of structure is suitable. Where for example, suppose a firm is manufacturing only one type, they are famous for one single type of, say in case of a mobile phones, so they are known for their simple product, and their marketing or their customers are spread across the nation or wide geographical area is covered. In such situation, they will this type of organizations are suitable. There you can concentrate only on the one product, thus it ensures or it facilitates the specialization, and it also helpful in better coordination. So suitability is the important from the examination point of view. Practical questions may come on this area where the suitability of the functional structure. It is suitable where the size of the firm is large and has diverse activities and the operations. The type of functional structure, next type of organization structure, divisional structure. That is grouping of activities on the basis of product, like cosmetics, home appliances, electronics. So you can see different from this example. You can see that these products are different from one another. Cosmetics, home appliances, and electronics. So this divisional structure is dividing the department or creating the department on or a division on the basis of the product manufactured. So the advantage is that it promotes integration. That means in cosmetic division you can see all the functions of marketing, production, then finance, purchase, these activities that you can see in the functional structure. These things can be seen in one department. So it promotes the integration of these activities and its specialization. The cosmetic division will be specialized in that product alone, and better coordination is possible for the organization, which is a better profitable department to them can be analyzed through this structure. And the suitability is, it is suitable for those organizations where a large variety of products are manufactured. In case of Godrej, they have a variety of products. They have cosmetic division, cosmetics, then daily life what all things we are using. We can see there the brands. That is cosmetics, house appliance, home appliances, then electronics, hardware, lot of areas they have their own products. So they are following this divisional structure. There you can see the all types of functions, but it is related to only one product. Next is the different types of organization. The first of which is formal organization. In order to attain the objectives of the organization or goals of the organization, you learn that the management creates departments and appointing employees, all these activities. Why they are undertaking these activities? In order to attain the objectives. So to attain the objectives, they are purposely or deliberately creating certain relationship. That relationship is called the formal organization. It's a structure which is designed by the management to accomplish a particular task. Suppose you are in 12th commerce stream. Why you are there? Because all the students in that class opted the commerce. So you are in that group. That means that is a formal organization. While interacting in the classroom, you may develop certain friendships. All the classmates may not be your friends. Some of you are very close friends. So this close friends, there you may form a group. That group is called the informal organization. It arises through the interaction of people at work. If there is no formal organization, there may not be any chance of forming the informal organization. The word itself is explaining informal. Through the interaction, because you are in that class, you and your friend become so close, you are so intimate. So because of this formal structure, because of the commerce stream, you are there, and because of that alone, because of the interaction among you, you become or you develop certain groups. That group is called the informal organization. The business organization develops this informal organization in order to satisfy the social needs, the social interaction. You can see, you can observe some of the organizations have some drama club, cricket club, football club, etc. These are to satisfy the social needs of the employees, this is essential. It is not dependent, it is not independent, it depends on the formal organization structure. If there is no formal organization, there is no chance of interaction, so there may not be any informal organization, and it helps the firm to spread the messages very quickly. It, transmit the messages quickly. In formal organization, they have to follow the scalar chain. But here there is no such scalar chain. Anyone in the group can interact with the other members at any time. There is no specified route. So it is called the network of social relationship among the employees. Next, most important concept in organizing is delegation. Delegation means downward transfer of authority from a superior to a subordinate. This is important and it is practicing in our everyday life also. That's the teacher may give some work to the class leaders. That collection of the notebooks, checking of the answer, question paper, checking of the notebooks may be done by the monitors. So the work of the teacher is divided or is given to the immediate subordinate. So this is called delegation of authority, that is practicing in everyday life. In management also, the manager alone cannot perform the whole task. What he can do, he divide the work or he share his work with his immediate subordinate. So the burden on the completion of the task can be reduced. The burden on the top managers can be reduced through this process, that is delegation. So the sharing of work with the immediate subordinate. The advantage is that it helps in effective management. Because the top managers will get enough time to concentrate on the most important activities. The daily or routine works are given to the subordinates. Thus, their management they can effectively manage. Then employee development. When one work is handed over to an employee, he develops such an motivation that, or he develops the self motivation that he is competent enough to perform a job. The higher officials have trust on him. This improves his efficiency, thus it helps whenever difficulty arises, when problem arises and growth of the firm takes place, development of the firm takes place, these employees can work independently. So this delegation empowers them to be, helps them to impart such duties whenever crisis arises, and it helps in the growth of the organization. If the growth of the organization means development, the one unit is that they started another unit, the same employees can be deputed for the same purpose because they have the experience of, because of this delegation process, they know what all works are done are to be performed by the manager. So when the new unit is opened, they may be given this independent charges. This they will easily handle such situation because of the delegation. Thus, it promotes the growth of the organization, employee development, and effective management. It is now we come to the last topic on this chapter, that is decentralization. It refers to the delegation of authority throughout all the levels of organization. In delegation, what do you mean by delegation? That means sharing of authority with the immediate subordinates. The superior shares some of his work with the one or two persons or a small group of people. But here the work is, or the authority is given to levels of people, the middle and the lower levels of people. It means that lot of people are involved. The authority here means the right to take decisions in right time. So this decentralization is practiced in most of the organization, but not fully to a certain extent. These are intermittently practicing in all the organizations, because complete centralization is not possible, and at the same time complete decentralization is not possible. They will lose control over the subordinate. So these are the different aspects relating to the decentralization, and ultimately it refers to the giving of authority or sharing of authority to a group, a more number of people to different levels of the organization. In Kerala, the government, Janagiya Sutranam, a people's involvement in the total activities of the government, state government is involved through these activities. So the Gram Panchayat is another example. In school level, school parliaments are formed to decentralize the authorities. Some of the authorities are given to the levels. They can decide it themselves and they can find out their own ways and means to complete the task. The completion of the task is important, but the different ways, different methods they can use or their own. So this is important, that the authority to take decisions is handed over to the levels of employees. So that means many people are involved, then it helps in the quick decision making. In delegation or in centralization, every instruction is coming from the top authority. But here in decentralization, the work is given. So in what way? The decisions they can take themselves, but the completion of the task is important. So there, the in decentralization, quick decision is possible, and it helps in the growth of the organization. The employees are independent and self-motivated, so they can undertake any kind of risk in their activities. So this helps in the development or the growth of the organization. That's all. I'm concluding here. Thank you.